Legendary.
Yeah.
And,
Y'all actually won an award, the Boss Mag 2009 Ohio Hip Hop Award. Y'all won for that media outlet thing.
man, I don't even know. Yeah.
Like y'all won. He didn't even know he won.
What'd you say? Who was it?
You won the Boss Magazine 2009 Ohio Hip Hop Award. Congratulations.
That's legendary.
Yo, what's good? What's good? I'm so sorry that I cannot get Zoom to work. I'm glad that you guys are all with me today. This is Sell Stocks Not Dope. It was supposed to be on Zoom today. Well, look, I did everything within my power. I promise you, I tried for almost a whole hour, but I want to get to the information before, we have any other, constraints that happen with Zoom. Zoom done pissed me off today. I'm selling my Zoom stock after today, right? So this is Sell Stocks Not Dope. This is a good book I picked up, man. Please make sure your kids get a chance to read a book like this, man. Books are great, man, great. So this right here is actually the live presentation you should send to a friend who always says, who can teach me stocks? Who can teach me stocks? Who gonna teach me how to trade stocks? I'm here today to teach you stocks, man. So please reshare for a friend. Please reshare for yourself. If you're busy right now, I understand. Please reshare just because it's free, man. It's free. This live is free. Everything is free. So what we're going to do is first we're going to show you where you can get all the information that's going to benefit you in the future. And let's just direct yourself to my YouTube page, which is Dash Resource. You can come over here. You know what I'm saying? You ain't by yourself. You know what I'm saying? You can unsubscribe and be funny, or you can come back and show love. As you can see right here, there's 767 people here. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to be by yourself. Get all my notifications because I promise you I will not bug you unless there's money involved, okay? I post daily pics on my YouTube page where literally, people that come here are a revolving door, people that make money. You know what I'm saying? I have a bunch of videos on here where I do introspective blogs once a week where, I'll go over a particular sector or something like that. I ain't trying to overtalk y'all, man. Let's get to this bag, right? So make sure y'all go to my YouTube page first and subscribe, man, so y'all do not miss my daily picks. My daily picks can literally put money in your pocket. You know what I mean? It's a very easy way of making money. I announce 3 picks a day. 2 of them you will add to your watch list. 1 of them you can buy that same day. I am that confident in my approach. I ain't hitting with this is not investment advice. A little bit about my background before we get started. I'm Dash Resource. Well, I'm Peanut Johnson. A lot of y'all know me as Peanut. It's cool. See the peanut chain. I literally started this during the pandemic where I literally got tired of seeing my friends and family members and people on Facebook literally taking their money. Their money they were getting through unemployment for not working, and they're just wasting it on things that did not benefit them in in the totality of where they were going. So I just started doing a weekly show every Sunday, Sell Stocks Not Dope Sunday, where I literally told people an easy way of making money, and it has literally been my life's catalyst. It's literally what I've been doing for ever since then. Since then, I've written a book. I'm in the middle of finishing my second book. Mind you, I'm going to get to this bag in a minute. Please just be patient with me. And I'm literally in the middle of writing my second book. My second book is going to be for more of the advanced people that have already went through this whole process of reading my first book. But these are some of the basic principles that go into my first book that is free right now on Amazon. The link is in the description box. If not, you can always email me at dashresource@gmail.com, and I have no problem with giving you a link or sending you my book for free if you have a problem of any kind. I've sent my books to thousands of people for free, even if they did not download it directly through Kindle. So again, please you do the small things to support a person that's doing things for free, such as subscribe to my YouTube channel, even if you don't watch. You know what I'm saying? You can always DM me if you need help with your portfolio if you already passed the if you already passed the beginner stage. You can always inbox me. I love talking stocks. to me, I look at stocks the same way y'all friends talk about football or basketball, stuff like that. A lot of people inbox me and we talk about stocks for hours. So it will not bore me if you inbox me talking about stocks. What I'm about to teach you today are things you already know. So without further ado, let's go down to the very easiest part, which is, well, the hardest part is starting, right? So let's start here. How to open a Robinhood account. We're going to start right here with like a short video, and I'll just walk you through it, right? So you'll get a link that is in my description box right now, or you'll be provided the link if you hit me up, or one of your friends has sent you a link and they brought you here. It's okay. I'm not greedy. You know what I mean? And you'll bring your friends back and make sure your friends use your link when they come back to watch this video. They'll literally hit this sign up button right here on this page. Boom. Right? They'll get a free stock. You'll get a free stock. So it is an even exchange of energy there, right? Fair exchange ain't a robbery, right? If I bring you here or put you onto some good game, you can come back and just give me a free stock and you'll get one as well. We're still moving through this. Again, this will be very, very easy steps, man. Come here, you click on this, you'll get your free stock. They'll ask you a little bit of information, such as your first name, your last name, and they'll just ask you certain little indicators of who you are. You know what I mean? Because the stock market is reserved to people that is in America, right? So, well, they'll have different countries have their own stock market. So they want to make sure you're from here, and they're just going to make you go through the type of process to make sure you're from here. Not to be scared. The feds ain't watching yet, right? This is where you fill your information in, you verify your identity, and some apps they may ask for a picture ID. Some of them may not. It all depends on the application. If you're using Robinhood, if you're using Webull, these apply to both. They'll just ask you, what's your investment experience? Just say, I know what I'm doing. This is a simple way to do it, right? Because you're really going to adopt my strategy moving forward. It's going to be super easy for you, right? You ain't got to come in here and try to do it your own way, which you can. But choose one that's been working for me and others, right? This right here is a crucial point right here. Everybody want to ask options. I say no on options until you get better acclimated with the market. You get a chance to notice trends and things of that nature. Once you know trends, once you start knowing price marks, this is where you'll start to advance and be better in trading. I do not suggest anyone start into option trading. So we're going to click no here, and then we're going to move forward. So they're going to ask you, are you employed? So just put down the honest truth, right? Like put in your honest truth. If you're working, you're unemployed, if you whatever, put it in there. If you're employed, they're going to ask you certain information about, you know what I'm saying, you being employed. You fill the information, they go after your social security number. Do not be scared, right? Because these things can benefit you later. The great way they can benefit you is taxation, right? All right, this is basically asking you, are you an inside trader? If you want to think about things like this, it's going to be no, right? Because most of the time, you know what I mean, this is like how Martha Stewart got arrested by being an inside trader. So I want to make sure basically you don't have an inside plug knowledge on trading. So most of these are going to be no for most of 98% of people that are watching this video. And I'm not saying that to like be crazy. Just most of us don't have somebody in the backyard we can call and get, you know what I'm saying, financial advice from. Did you or a family member work for another brokerage? No. Most people have not, right? So you're going to hit no here. If it does apply, then press yes, right? There'll be the small offshoot of people saying, well, my cousin used to work at, well, hit yes. And then they'll ask you how deep it goes, right? So this is going to be another no on here. I wish I could fast forward this part because I'm not trying to be stuck here, but here we go. So then you hit to submit your application, right? You'll do that. No big deal. This will get you started, right? Once you get started, they'll let you log into the account. So you'll be inside the account. You already possibly have your free stock. But what you got to do to get your free stock is you have to, is this here? Yeah. You'll have to attach your bank. This is how you attach your bank. So let's start from here, right? So you'll hit this part. You'll go through the transfer to Robinhood. You know what I mean? Like you're going to attach your bank. They're going to ask for the same type of things you would if you were opening a bank account, because Robinhood is in fact a bank account. Like you can literally put your money in there. You can get a Robinhood card and you can swipe. This right here is where you should do the easy button, right? You can attach your bank here, but you can do reoccurring purchases. That means Every time you get paid, you can put a certain amount of money that goes directly into your stock account, and then you can invest in my daily picks, or you can invest in your own. I highly suggest that you do that so you can pay yourself first, which every book we've read, where it goes to, whether we go to Rich Dad Poor Dad, we think and Grow Rich, if we go to books such as The Richest Man in Babylon, they say to pay yourself 10%. Easy math. If you got $1,000 check, you're going to pay yourself $100 to invest it. Easy math, right? So you're going to attach your bank account here. This ain't my bank, obviously. I would not put my information on here for the mass to look it over. So this is where you attach your bank to it. Once your bank is approved, you will receive a free stock, right? So boom, let's go to where you receive your free stock. And now this is going to be the part where we're going to get to these 5 steps, man. The 5 steps are simple, man. The 5 steps are simple. The 5 steps are as such. 1 is watchlist shopping. What is watchlist shopping? Watchlist shopping is literally everything you already invest already. If you have a Apple phone, right, you're going to add Apple to your watch list. Why is that important? Because you want to invest in things that you already buy. You literally taking money out of one pocket and putting it inside of another. It is super simple to do. You're not even buying them at this point. At this point, you have not spent any money. You have not spent any money up to this point. You just got a free stock for attaching your bank account. You just started this process. That's why I say the hard thing to do is start. But this is the easy part to me, because you're literally just setting up your account, attaching it to where you can pay for it, and you will receive a free stock from this. And when you refer your friends, you will receive a free stock as well. So please, I implore you to hit the link in the description box to make sure you get a free stock from me, and you also provide a free, stock resource for myself. I wouldn't mind getting a free stock. You wouldn't mind getting a free stock? Well, make sure you reshare the video and then ask people, hey, what was that video? And then you can send them your link, and then it's cool. We can keep this thing going. Keep the love going, baby. Keep the love going, right? So watch list shopping, right? This is where you add everything you already buy or aspire to buy, right? We all want a Tesla, right? Tesla, right? So make sure you put Tesla on your watch list, right? So this is really a walking watch list. Shout out to capitalistclothing.com, or not .com. Capitalist Clothing. You can DM me to get some of this merch, but it's literally a walking watch list. If you need this shirt in order to find out what stocks you should add to your watch list, just look at it. This is Coca-Cola. This is Apple. This is PayPal. It's IBM, T-Mobile, Airbnb, Lilly, iHeartMedia, Skype, and Tesla. You can add all these to your watch list, right? Especially if you already have one or aspire to have it, or you're already using these services. A lot of us use PayPal for payment processing. A lot of us don't say the Airbnbs. Some of us has T-Mobile as our phone carrier. A lot of us listen to iHeartMedia. We even use Skype. We want a Tesla. You in an Apple. You drink Coca-Cola. Add these things to your watch list, right? These type of things are going to pay you later. Stop being a consumer and become a capitalist. That's what the clothing line designed for, right? So let's move down to our very second thing, right? We're still adding to the watch list. You have not spent $1 out of your pocket check up to this point. You've received a free stock by hitting the link in the description, or your friend have given it to you and they brought you here. Or 2, you know what I mean? You did it on your own. You said, I'm not using no promo code. Peanut, it's a scam. It's cool, right? You still got a free stock, right? So move forward. You add every stock that is below $10 that did well that day. Let me give you an example of a stock that did well for the day. So let's go to a little place called Google's. Wait, I don't think I did that yet, but it's all, well, this is how you add things to your watch list, basically. Let's just watch this video very, very quick. So this is where you literally are adding things to your watch list. You can change between last price and stuff like that to kind of like put it in order for you. But you can add stuff to your watch list. This is not my account. This is something that we're literally watching on YouTube. Lord knows I will not put my financial advice out. My financial records out there for, I live in Hayden, Ohio. So anyway, so you can add things to your watch list, and you can literally dictate how you view them based off of the list, right? So boom. Now let's get to what is a good stock. We're leaving from out of here. Let's go. Let's do your Googles. Somebody type "do your Googles" in the comment section. This is one stock I always compare to every other stock. So let's just use Apple as an example. Let's go to Apple, right? So off of the 1-day marker, right, it is positive 36%, right? So that 30% of what it's been doing, you know what I mean, period, right? So let's say you click the 1-year mark, right? Do you see that it's up for the year? This is a good stock. This stock has been doing good for a whole year. This is a stock that is not down due to COVID. It's not down due to bad news cycle. This stock is a good stock. This is what a good stock is. Like when your friend tell you, go buy this stock, make sure you hit it through the same ringer, right? I want to see if it's up for the day. I want to see if it's up for the year, right? So this is the biggest part, right? So 2 is to add a good stock to your watch list. So you can either hit follow or you can hit add to your watch list, right? So if we was in Robinhood, you would hit add to my watch list, right? So you can pile these stocks together. You want to look for a stock that performed well. You can look through the whole market. They'll have a search tab there where you can look through and see what all the stocks did, right? Or you can type in ones that you already purchased. I suggest you do that, right? So let's say you was one of them fine sisters that get your hair done, right? Here we go. Let's do Sally's stock, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, I want no fine sisters that get your hair done, right? So you can go look at Sally's Beauty Supply, and you can see, okay. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to see what it did. I want to see what it did for the year. You click on the year marker, and you will see it's up 39.7%. Shout out to the sisters, right? The sisters out there spending bread. They getting their hair done. This and that third. This is a good stock. This is a good stock, right? You could put this stock into your watch list, right? But okay. So let's review the stock. This is where you review and research, right? So we going over again. Number 1 is watch list shopping. Number 2 is add every stock to your watch list that did well that's below $10. Maybe this doesn't fit as your criteria, but you know what I'm saying? You can add it to your watch list anyway, but I'm just trying to get you acclimated. So let's say if you want to be more aggressive, you can start buying stocks that are above $10. Not saying that that's limited to that. I like to say that's good for people to grow a small account, but if you are trying to be more aggressive, then, you know, by all means, look for stocks that you already buy and try to purchase those. Because I promise you're already purchasing a product that costs way more than $18.58. Check, right? So now you own a little bit of share. Well, not yet. You about to review and research this stock. So you can hit your Googles up, right? Or you can just look at the news cycle of it, right? So you can click on any stock. Any stock. You type any stock. You type in Google stock. Right? And let's review and research this stock. A lot of times if a stock is doing well, they'll explain why it's doing well. If a stock is doing bad, they'll explain why the stock is doing bad. So it's not even like you literally cut the guessing game out. So let's go down here. They're going to be the very last news cycle. Right? So let's go to press releases, or we can go to news. Let's go to news. Press releases are from the company. News is from secondary sources. Just to let you know, right? Because a lot of times, if something bad is going on, like let's say there's a contamination going on between Sally's Beauty Supplies, wigs or something like that, or like one of their products. Once they fix that problem, they'll release a press release. If the news catch it first, then the news is going to talk about it. So you can literally go here and it'll literally show you a press release. So you can say from 2 days ago. You'll go through this process. I'm telling you, and this is why I tell you to invest in things you already buy, because then it'll be fun for you. Rather than you just looking up, you know, if I tell you to buy this certain stock that have no relevance to you, then you won't find it fun to be researching it. But the thing that you actually use in your household, it'll be something like you'll be kind of like interested in. Like if you're buying a certain, you know, cleaner or something like that, or you're going to like certain places. I don't see how this goes into it. Let's see. Where was the Sally's? Boy, I just hit back on the wrong keyboard. My bad. So let's go back real quick. Excuse me. But anyway, so this is really going to show you why stock is up or stock is down. You can always do your Googles when it comes to that. Robinhood makes it a whole lot easier. I wish I was in there. Or Webull does better as well because they also offer comment section from the people that are investing or people that are, the naysayers of it. Let's see. Let's just go to the last news for it. Here we go. Here we go. Sorry. Related research. Look at this. Make it easy on you. You go to Yahoo Finance. You can literally click on this. I think I clicked on the ad rather than clicking on the actual thing I needed to. My bad. We run a little slow maybe here. You know what I'm saying? It's lit on here. Everybody gonna watch it. So boom. Let's go to this. Let's look at the research. Excuse me. Which I pay a lot of money in my class for Profit Trading Academy to find out. This is called a catalyst, not a news cycle, but it's still the same thing, right? So basically, to save us some time, if you click on this, it'll provide you a reason why the stock is up or a reason why the stock is down. I'm not trying to hold you up on this. Well, so here we go. So this is a news cycle that they would run or whatever, right? So you can subscribe to there and they'll provide that in third. But I promise you, if you are using Robinhood or Webull, which the link is in the bottom of this video, and you can literally use these same methods inside of Robinhood, it's not going to charge you anything like that, right? So let's go to the very next step. So you've already reviewed and researched. So let's say you look at a stock, that's a good stock. Sounds a good stock. You see that it's down, you saying, why is it down? You want to click to see why it's down, right? So it's been rated, decreased to a sale. So telling people to sell it because it's been up for this long and they're thinking that it's not going to run or whatever, right? Do not get the shaky hand when it comes to this because stock is a long man's game, right? So boom, number 4, right? So we go through the steps again. We got number 1, watch list shopping. You had everything that you already buy. Number 2, you had every stock below $10 or higher. If you know what I'm saying, you would want to be able to purchase a full share of it, then I would, employ you to say that, to do that. Number 3, review and research. You can literally click on the stock. You can do your Googles to find out why the stock is up or down. The next thing that we're going to go to is wait till the stock drops in order to buy it. Why is that important, right? So think of it like whenever you're buying gas, right? Gas is the same gas in every, well, of course, they got the different grades of gas. But let's just say, for instance, you buy the same gas every single day, right? You're going to look for the cheapest price in order to buy gas. We're doing the same thing when it comes to stock. You don't want to buy it overpriced. You want to buy it at a price that is lower than the norm. That's what you're doing when you're buying stocks. The same brand you're using to buy gas, or if you don't care, then you can just buy it at the market price, right? Number 4 is wait till it drops before you buy it. So you buying a good stock on a bad day. That's the slogan we got, right? You buying a good stock on a bad day. When you see Sally's down for that day, you purchase it. If Sally is up that day, like when your friend tell you like go buy it and you go buy it, you're buying it overpriced. This is why people that have been investing or have been investing bad, and they're being, like they're messing up their trades by them buying stuff overpriced. Buy it when it takes a little dumble. You want to, like a little tumble. You want to buy something you can clean off and make some money off of it. It's about being a capitalist, right? So you're going to wait till the stock drop before you buy it. Number 5 is the hardest one to me. Everybody say the hardest thing to do is to start. Number 5 is to sell for a profit. Because what's a profit to you? Is $1 profit a profit to you? Is double your money a profit for you? Is 3 times your money a profit for you? Is $100,000 up a profit for you? It all depends on you. This is the hardest part. I really can't tell you when to sell, but I'm going to tell you when not to sell. Never sell a stock for a loss. Huh? Why should you never sell a stock for a loss? Because I can always give you, let's go back to history, right? Let's go back to history. Let's look up McDonald's. Let's look at McDonald's stock. Year to date. All right. So year to date, this is McDonald's stock. Well, this is one day of it, right? Let's hit max. Right? So this goes back to 1987. We've had multiple depression years since 1987, right? So let's say your parents who bought you stock when you were a baby or not born yet would have bought their stock and they would have held it at below $100, right? If they just would have waited till today to sell it, that same stock that everybody during the Great Depression was selling, during this, that, and the third, all the up and down of the market, the stock came out on top, right? This is something that you don't need to be greedy about. Don't be quick. Don't be the first person to sell your stock. Be the person that'll hold it, right? Because, again, stocks traditionally have only went up. Inflation always happened. I promise you. You will never buy gas for the price that your parents bought gas. You'll never buy a price of bread for the price your parents bought it. You'll never buy milk for the price that your parents bought it. And you won't buy stocks for the price that your parents bought it. Don't that make sense? So always think stocks are going to continue to go up. So even if you see a good stock on a bad day, I really implore you to purchase a good stock on a bad day. Don't be the person that when someone tells you to go buy a stock, by this point, it's already overpriced. I'll use this example again, right? This is how you fix any trade, right? You can fix any trade with two scenarios, right? With either time or money, right? Time is this. You waiting, right? So in the first example that I just gave you, with McDonald's, you just waiting, and this is waiting beyond you just waiting. You can literally give it to your kids, and your kids can wait till it matures, right? You can fix your trade by just waiting. A lot of times you can fix your trade by just waiting, right? The second way you can fix your trade is called averaging down. Let's look up averaging down real quick. And this is my favorite strategy to use. This is why I love traditional trading, because traditional trading, you can fix any trade within reason. You can fix any trade. Averaging down. Right? So let's go do our Googles. We're here. So averaging down is an investment strategy that involves a stock owner purchasing additional shares of a previous initiated investment after the price has dropped. What does this mean, right? That means if you bought the stock at $2 and it falls to $1, you'll buy more shares at $1. This will offset the fact that you bought it overpriced. And if I told you again, right, if stocks traditionally start one way and they end up higher, like I said again, your parents, you will never buy gas for the price your parents bought it. You will never buy stocks at the price your parents bought it. So time is going to make these things inflate anyway because of this thing inflation. Y'all scared of inflation? I'm not. Let's make money off of it, right? Let's be capitalists, right? So easily, right? If you buy this stock and this stock continues to slide, but it's been doing good for a whole year, right? So we are already minimizing our risk by two factors, right? We are already buying a stock while it's down. We're already buying a stock while it's down. And two, we are employing that when the stock is down below that, we're going to continue to buy it. Because we know that this stock is worth something and it will rebound, right? If it doesn't rebound, that's because you haven't waited long enough or you haven't averaged down enough to a point where you can cut your losses. I think stocks are like relationships, right? If you meet a new stock, you don't just throw everything at it. You know what I'm saying? You kind of test the waters. You take it on a date with your money. You know what I'm saying? You spend a little $100 here and there, right? Whatever, right? But make sure that your stocks are green before you move to the next investment. Don't be a person with a whole closet full of bad stocks because you're just buying it and move to the next one. Fix your trade before you move to the next one. That is very important, to fix your trade before you move to the next one. I think we did have one last video before we get up out of here, but this is where you're going to start. So you already got your application in there. You've already subscribed to my YouTube page. You already on here where you can literally watch me do pick after pick after pick, where I literally drop a pick every day. I'm as consistent as the sun. You know what I mean? I am held accountable by my YouTube page. You can literally go see my picks. You can historically look at all of my picks to see if my picks have worked out. And I assure you, my picks work out. Because I literally use the same strategy. I do not switch up. I do not change. I'm held accountable by my own self, my own due diligence. I use the same strategy when I do this or crypto. So please, if you guys need help getting started past this, please make sure you guys subscribe to my YouTube page. You get my free book on Amazon. Let me show y'all it's free. Because people said, man, somebody told me my book is free and it's capped. I assure you, I do not drink coffee. I do not have no need for cappuccino. Let's get to it. Do your Googles. You can type in dash resource. Boom. Boom. You can hit me up on Facebook, and this is literally my on my page. But let's say, you know what I'm saying, like you want to get my book. You can read the book for free. Wait, y'all can't see that. Let me move this over. You can hit the read for free, right? And you can literally get my book for free on Amazon. Ain't no scam involved. You can also support by, you know what I'm saying, buying the paperback book, which is $19 or whatever. But also a big thing coming up is I have a second book that I'm in the midst of publishing. I want to release it by the first of the year. Please make sure you guys are staying with the movement, because I promise you I have this thing called the master class, and I'm literally showing you exactly how instead of having to invest 10% every single time you get paid, I'm showing you the masterclass way of where literally you won't have to invest in your stocks anymore. Yes, I said that. You can literally start off, put enough money in to the point where you won't have to invest anymore. You go out and spend your money as you see fit. That will be released in my second book, which is called Dash Resources Masterclass. Please make sure you guys hit me up on Facebook, Instagram, or you can always email me at dashresource@gmail.com. If you guys have any problems or you guys want to go to the next step, it ain't no shock jock thing. This will be free information. The book that is coming up will not be free. This is my free book. This is my love. This is me giving back. But yeah, man, shout out to y'all, man. Everybody that sees this video, please make sure you thank the person that sent you here. Thank the person that shared this with you, man, because nobody gonna want you to get that bag like this. And if you are a business owner, you should be resharing this information as well, because you want your customers to have passive income. If you guys need some merch, make sure y'all hit me up. Capitalist Clothing. We make hoodies, we make t-shirts, every single color. I'm Dapper Dashes. I will literally make you your own, man. I made it with my bare hands, baby. So, man, this is Sell Stocks Not Dope. We're every Sunday at 8:00 p.m. I promise you next week it's going to be something crazy. The Metaverse Masterclass is coming. The group is coming. So much more stuff is coming, man. So please make sure y'all subscribe so y'all do not miss any updates, man. Shout out to my man Smed. We at the illustrious T-Shirt Kings 247.com studio. Yeah, and I will upload this to YouTube, man. So your friends will be able to get this information. I don't want nobody missing out on getting this bag. If we all invest strategically, man, we'll be so far ahead as a race, man. I love y'all. Sell Stocks Not Dope. Every Sunday.